Hi, I'm Miranda, and this is self-massage for your jaw. So if you have any sort of jaw pain, tension headaches, maybe you clench your jaw a lot or grind your teeth at night, this is gonna be a really good routine for you to make sure that these muscles stay nice and loose. You'll need one massage ball, preferably one that's rubberized and grippy, and a yoga block. So we're gonna start off by just taking your ball and working around the muscles in the jaw. If you clench your teeth, you can feel that masseter muscle, our chewing muscle, pop into your fingers. That's the muscle you want to work on. So it's right below the cheekbone, but above the jawbone. So it's like right where your teeth are, really. So you're gonna take the ball and see how it's gripping my skin. It looks funny, but feels kind of good. This is myofascial release. We're gripping onto the fascia, the skin, and actually just warming up the tissues before doing deeper work. So get in towards the ear, work along underneath the jawbone or underneath the cheekbone and above the jawbone, and make sure you do both sides. And then you see this muscle here, it's kind of popping out. This is called the SCM. There's sterno, so sternum, cleido, so clavicle, and mastoid muscle, SCM. So that muscle actually helps us chew and is a really important muscle in the neck and often is really tight. So you're just gonna roll the ball along that thick muscle too, all the way down to the clavicle and all the way back up. And it actually attaches to the base of the skull and right underneath the ear. So kind of get in underneath the ear as well. When you think about a tight jaw, you might not think about your neck, but everything's connected. So especially right where the jawbone hits the neck. Maybe even just like grip and push. Use a decent bit of pressure. Should feel pretty good. So now let's get down on the ground and take your block and you're just going to sandwich the ball between your jaw and the block. And just like we were before, you're going to be rolling underneath the cheekbone. And let the weight of your head gently compress into the ball. Maybe nod the head yes. Slowly go from ear to about the middle of your cheek and back. Then find the middle. So right where the muscle feels the fleshiest, hang out there and then clench your jaw. Clench and hold, and then relax and let the ball sink a little bit deeper. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Then roll the ball above the cheekbone into the temple. Just nod the head a bit. Maybe roll it back into the skull, so like above the ear. There's a whole bunch of attachments in there. And then back to that masseter muscle. And that's the fleshy part of your cheek. Slowly nod the head yes. Start to draw some figure eights with your nose. And then just hang out there. If you find a spot that feels like kind of tender, maybe it's triggering a headache somewhere else, that's a good indication that that's a tender spot, maybe a trigger point. Just hang out there. but obviously if it's causing too much pain, find another spot. And this will be hard to do and talk at the same time. So I'll just tell you, I'm going to be pinning that muscle and then slowly opening my mouth and stretching the muscle. It's called pin and stretch. So it looks like this. And then slowly close. It's actually kind of hard to open your mouth when you're pinning the muscle like that. So don't be surprised if it feels like you can't open your mouth. Just kind of push past that and slowly open. And then close. So you'll do that on the other side as well. Then you also want to make sure you're getting into that SEM again, that muscle. So take the ball right underneath the earlobe, and find kind of the hook of the skull. So top of the neck, bottom of the skull, right behind the ear. And just like you're like laying in bed on a pillow, let your head be really heavy and let the weight of your head press into the ball. Maybe you can even feel your head tilt over the ball. So your chin lifts. And you should feel a nice like stripping on the back of your neck. And then you can roll, or I guess you're twisting your head side to side like you're saying no, but the ball is rolling along the base of the skull. And then nod your head yes. And this is like one of my favorite spots, so I could lay here for easily 15 or 20 minutes just kind of hanging out, massaging the top of my neck and the base of my skull. So don't feel like you need to rush this. This is a good spot to really hang out. Maybe continue to twist your head, getting closer to the back of your skull, closer to the spine. And just massaging all the attachments on the base of the skull. And then you can do the other side. So that is our jaw routine. Again, if you have any sort of discomfort in your jaw or find yourself clenching at night, this is a great routine for you to do, maybe even once a week, once a day if you can, or take these in the car with you. And if you're at a stoplight, just massage your face a little bit. But hope that is helpful. Go ahead and maybe save this video, push the little thing that looks like a bookmark, save it for later, and I'll be back next week with another part of the body for you for your self-massage techniques. Bye.